Hey guys, how's it going? I am going to do a little bit of a different show for you guys today, and I'm going to have a coffee chat, or at least I'll be the one talking. If you email me or respond to my Instagram or shoot me a message other ways, I'll chat back with you, and maybe we can even hop on a real coffee chat. If this is your first episode listening to me, I'm Danielle Roberts. I'm an accountability coach for Christian business owners, and we're going to get to know me. So I am a Wisconsin girl at heart. I love cheese. I love beer. I love the Packers. I grew up next to Minnesota, so I sound like a Minnesotan. And I can say out and about, which is out and about for those of you who do not speak Northern. I love coffee. But I recently gave up caffeine because I knew it was affecting my emotions. And oh my goodness, it was the hardest. I wouldn't say the hardest 9 days of my life because Navy boot camp was pretty hard. But I would say it was one of the hardest things that I've gone through recently. Because it takes 9 days, or can take 9 days for caffeine to exit your body. So I was doing like the emotions, like, holy crap. I did not want to be around anybody because I knew that I was just a grouchy bear. I was just not, I don't know. So decaf is now my jam. Which I never thought I'd say that because that just sounds so weird. I am using Romans 12:9 through like 14 for my verse for this next year. And it talks about love being sincere, and it talks about having zeal and never losing spiritual fervor, which is something that I want so much for myself this next year. I feel like I have just started rebuilding my business, and after changing from business management to accountability coaching, I really feel like there's just so much that has changed that I'm excited to rebuild, and I really want to continue walking closely with the Lord. And that's something that impacts every area of life. So my book title is created for this, Digging Deep in God's Word While Growing in Your Faith and Business. And honestly, I feel like when you get to know Jesus and you go deep with Him, it impacts every area of your life, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your business, whether it's your personality. So for that reason, I named it Created for This and Digging Deep in God's Word While Growing in Your Faith and Business, because I think that once you get so confident in yourself and your identity, and you know you're a child of God, that your identity and that comes out in your business because you're more confident. You're more confident saying, I'm going to go with this client who is the right fit, instead of feeling like you're coming from that place of lack, where you're coming from a place of just not knowing what your worth is monetarily or even just relationally. I think it's important to have clients that are such a good fit that you're not feeling like you chose them just because of money. Because I've done that. I have. And it never turns out well. When I was taking a client because I didn't trust my instinct and I went with them even though I didn't think I should, I came back and it was not good. Because I quit on them and we parted ways, amicably, but not great. So trust your instinct and know who you should be working with was the lesson that I learned from that. And that was like 2 years ago, guys. So that's that. I have run 4 half marathons. I love paper products, So anything that's like a planner, a journal, a notepad, I just invested in notepads for my business for me to be able to write notes for anybody who orders books off my website. I'm writing them a note on this beautiful paper. And so that's super fun. I love essential oils. Essential oils have become so vital in our everyday life that I love them. I'm very passionate about them. I'm passionate about sharing them with other people because I've seen the difference that they make in our family's wellness and in my emotional wellness as well. Because I do have problems sometimes with being depressed or having anxiety, and oils are great for helping balance out what's happening emotionally. I bought a book that's on oils and emotions, which is really cool because it's so cool to see God providing tools for us for wellness, for emotional wellness, and to really take advantage of everything that He's given us in that way. What else do you guys want to know? I have 4 kids. I think I've shared that before. My husband and I have been married for 8.5 years. If you want to listen to episodes with him, there are 3 of them. 4 of them. 3 of them? Somewhere around there. So it's fun to have him on the podcast and just get the male perspective on things. And then we did a bonus episode on marital expectations, which was interesting, knowing what he expected going into our marriage, what I expected, what we dislike in each other right now. We shared that because it was just fun for us to talk through, and there are things that we've shared with each other. So having that openness with each other is so good. Even when it's stuff like, hey, I really don't like that you don't clean the counters off, which is totally his pet peeve of me because I'm not messy. I have a hard time finding the time to do everything. And that is something that I've been working on, is being more intentional about stewarding my house and stewarding those that are within it. And so if you look back at previous episodes, you'll see stewardship through a lot of them. Stewardship and rest have been kind of the themes the last year, which makes sense because last year around this time I was in a season of rest. And then our son was born in December, and it's been, I went back to work basically straight away. Like I was working from the hospital room while I was in labor. And I've realized that I need to guard that rest time a lot more. That rest is purposeful. God has a plan for rest, and it's so good. And He models it for us, which is even better because I feel like we understand His love a whole lot more when we are in that place of rest. Just because we can understand that He's done it for us. And, you know, with God, we see that He's done all things for our good and that He's prepared things that we have no idea what we need. So He's done that for us. But, it's really, really awe-inspiring when you take something like rest, something that we take for such granted, or so much for granted, and honestly recognize that it's a gift from the Father to rest, to enjoy downtime, to get restoration through rest has been really, really good. So that's a little bit of what I've been learning this last year. I recently just started painting our kitchen and our dining room, which is a huge project. It's like half the house. I'm not even joking because our house is pretty tiny. So we're painting it green and a white that's like green tinged. You can check out my Instagram for more stories. I'm sure that or for pictures. I'm sure there'll be pictures on there. of that. But that has been so far good. It's an adventure, but I've missed doing something with my hands. And that's something that it's a result. There's a result at the end of painting. Even if I don't like it, there's a result there. I was on a mastermind call today, and one person was sharing how she was in therapy, and they were like, what do you do for fun? What's your hobby? And she's like, I don't know. They're like, what did you enjoy as a kid? What did you enjoy before you got married? What did you do? And so I think those questions are so good because we need to take time to actually enjoy life. That's part of rest, is enjoying what we've created. And so for me, that's painting our kitchen. Like, yes, I'm tired after I'm done painting, or I'm sore because I haven't used muscles in forever. I did like 5 trips with Habitat for Humanity, a youth group, and I did a lot of house building when I was living in Mexico with YWAM. So I'm used to working on house projects, or I was. I won't say I am right now because I'm pretty out of shape, guys. I've had 4 kids in the last 7.5 years, not even. So I've done a lot of stuff, but not necessarily house projects. So this is just fun and invigorating. And I encourage you guys, if you have a hobby or need a hobby, like, you should probably get one. So that is the wisdom I'm going to share today because I want to keep this short and sweet. And I would love if I had other questions from you guys to answer. I'll probably do another one soon that's dealing with productivity and organization because I think those are areas that people want to hear from me on. But if you have any other questions, let me know. Shoot me an email at dmr@daniellemroberts.com. Or you can find me on Instagram at Danielle.M.Roberts.com, or just leave me a comment and I will get to you guys. Anyways, I hope this was fun. I hope that this was like enjoyable for you guys to listen to me talk about a bunch of different random topics. But anyways, I thought since it was the holiday time that I would just make it fun. So here you go. Have a great rest of your week, and we will chat soon. Bye, guys.